Now, number 8 was also, it's one of those geometrical, like quadrilateral questions, specifically a rhombus. But it's also the law of cosines. And once they told me it was a rhombus, I knew all four sides were indeed congruent. I also knew that the diagonal bisects this angle, but you really didn't need that for this particular question. If you want to do that for this particular question, this would have been 55 divided by 2. And you could have used that aspect and actually used the law of sines for this question. Just a perfectly acceptable answer. But they want the longer diagonal. So if they told me that this was 55, I know consecutive angles of any parallelogram are going to be supplementary. So this is going to be 125 right here, as is this, right? So I draw this diagonal, and I know this is going to be the longer one because it's going to be opposite a larger angle. If I drew in this diagonal, this would be a shorter one because it's going to be opposite of 55. So I could just ignore this whole part of the diagram now that I've concentrated on this triangle, and we could use our triangle laws. Law of cosine in this particular situation, because I have 1, 2, 3 sides, this is the one I'm trying to find, and one angle. And again, this is an opposite relationship here. So you locate the angle involved, you go across from it, you start with that side squared. So we have here the setup, and it's going to be the x squared equals all of this, 22 squared plus 22 squared minus 2 times 22 times 22 times the cosine of the 125. No embedded variables, so you type this into the calculator one shot. Typing it in pieces is completely unnecessary for work, and you might make an error, which sometimes we do, and that would be a silly way to lose a credit, right? So now to get x by itself, you take the square root of both sides, and you get your 39. Now it's set to the nearest tenth, so I look at this digit here. This can't round up, so I just truncate. Technically, if you didn't put that 0.0 there, then it would be a deduction.